Paatal Lok Season 2, Episode 2. Reviewing CCTV footage of Raghu and Rose, Ram hopes to join Ansari on the case but is turned down. Ram investigates a lead that leads to a drug bust, but Vidic claims the credit. A video of 3 masked individuals claiming responsibility for Tom's murder stirs media frenzy. In Nagaland, a constable spots Rose Lizzo. This one seems to be going a little more quicker. There isn't much mystery to it. It seems like Imran wants Ram to be a part of the investigation. That doesn't go through. Ram, of course, being the detective he is, does things that detectives aren't supposed to do, does things illegally, and I find it funny how he basically has a pickpocket on call. But yeah, he gets some information illegally, finds this warehouse that does like drug whatever, it's basically turns into a drug bust, calls it in to Imran, and Imran has to call it in to the district, command, and it turns out that it's Ram's old boss, his old friend. And they meet for the first time in, I guess, a year or two by his old boss breaking his nose by opening a door and it's slamming in his face. But the investigation continues. It seems like after the whole drug bust situation, it was kind of sad because Ram is hoisted to the side as Imran and Ram's old boss, their old boss, took all the credit for the bust because Ram wasn't supposed to be there in the beginning. And his dialogue to Imran was like, it's the horse in the, like a jockey, whatever, never gets the trophy. It always goes to the rider. The horse just does its job every day running on the track. It never gets the reward. And it hurts. And with that piece of dialogue, Imran basically goes to the commissioner, to his boss, and demands for Ram to be put on the case. Because, well, all the information they got was due to him. But the investigation is getting a little more serious. They're on the hunt for Rosie, and my thoughts are that she's going to end up being taken out by the people that are in that area because they blame her for the death. And I'm pretty sure she just saw something she wasn't meant to see and she ran for it. So they're going to lose that information that she holds because she's constantly on the run. Of course, it's going to be one of those things that we find out at the very end of the film why we weren't allowed to know that information. But what's funny is this one I'm enjoying more, but it doesn't feel like the stakes are as high. I don't know why. Does it feel the same way to everyone else? It feels like everything that's happening doesn't feel as bad as before. I think it's primarily because there's no prisoners whose lives are on the line depending on the investigation. There is no, who's the man behind the conspiracy with these inmates we're following their trail? No, they're just following the evidence where things lead. They have really no one in custody to question. And we have no sympathies to build with those in question. But it seems like the newly orphaned child is taken in by Ram, and his wife is unhappy about it. And he promises to find him an orphanage in 2 days. And I am hoping she'll end up caring for the orphaned child within those 2 days. Because since their son Siddharth has left, they need a new child in the house because that's what she's been complaining about. That's why she was actually asking to spend his money, or was actually asking him for something when she always spent his money beforehand without asking. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this series more, even though it feels like there isn't as much at stake. But time will tell if my opinions on that change a bit. Maybe things will get way too at stake or not so much. But already it seems like there's several factors that I predicted in my first review that are at play. There is the organization that takes advantage of the fact that it's not completely great ties with the rest of India, so they're able to do drug smuggling. And then of course there's the organization that feels more superior because they're not a part of the rest of India. And it's just one of those things that's, you end up getting both sides. And it makes sense that there are multiple sides profiting from the same thing, taking advantage of each situation. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles!